find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
And a nice call and really good execution there, because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They send him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
And he's got it down to the 28. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series.
At the 28-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Drill 52.
They'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
to throw here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tariq Carpenter. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
That's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers.
The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Steps away to his left. The left side completion to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown!
A.J. Dillon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Packers 7, Vikings nothing. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, man.
They run the counter with Cook, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Steal. Check steal.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Like 60.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. For the Vikings, it's 7-9 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Cook again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 1. He's now 3rd and 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Vikings 0.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Let's go.
A loss of 5. 4th down.
43 rounds. Watch out now. 50 series.
They'll drop to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say they punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first-half chance. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Cook up the gut. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down and inches. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. They'll set up a screen for Dillon. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes, just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the lineman is just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
And he stopped immediately there. And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Ready up.
On second down, Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
It's 3rd down and 6.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The Vikings send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Now it's Lockett. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught from Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
37 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
The score, Packers 14, Vikings 6.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in narrow territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a quick throw, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Strikers, 3-3. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
At the 40-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second down and 8. Dillon now off the option. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Now Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And some room. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Vikings 6. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Vikings now to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned at ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now back to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
10.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Right, 97. Shot, 17. Drill, 52.
They run it again with Cook. Gets past 1 man. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Striker, 3-3.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Third down, here's a run by. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And the Packers pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far. And that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone, defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down at 17. They'll set up a throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Lockett. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Over here. Hey, flag.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try the right side with Jones. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, check 26.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, it's Jones. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Throwing is Rodgers. They go screen with Dillon. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Packers, they earn one final victory and finish the regular season at 13-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it will indeed be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 7-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved.